Hello then folks, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a long time since I got a video up. Various reasons, including I have been out fishing, but they weren't worth putting up. They weren't blanks, but I just wasn't happy with the quality of the video, so I didn't bother putting anything up. And plus, of course, weather's been rubbish. It's been Christmas, so today there's a bit of a break. And you can tell there's been a bit of a break in weather because every damn mark I've been to on the North Antrim coast today has had people fishing on it. Now, where were you buggers when the weather was crap? The hardcore anglers and anglers were out. You lot were sat in your beds having a beer, and then you suddenly decide to come out and take over all the marks that people can't get out on them. You selfish buggers. Although I suppose at least you're out fishing for a change. Nice to see people out, I guess. Still getting bait this time of year though, isn't it? Anyway, as you can tell, I'm just getting set up. This tripod, I think, has seen the best of its days. Just needs a couple of bolts and things changed really, and it'll be alright. Say about there. Right. You still see me? Looks like it. Okay, what are we doing? Getting the rods out. Rods next. So, rods today. Since I'm doing setup. Rods today. First rod going out is not the floppy yellow banana, which should be good, because I've actually ended up on Waterfoot beach, so it's not particularly deep. Good chance of flatties. We're just coming up on high tide now actually, so I've missed the best of the tide as well. I like to fish it on the flood, so we'll be on the ebb instead. But yeah, it's the Daiwa Surf. See that? Daiwa Surf. Probably won't be able to because everything's back to front. Daiwa Surf, 13 foot, 3 section, 4 to 8 ounce. This was my most expensive rod for a while. It cost me all of £50. And then I upgraded to the next rod I'll bring out. This is a hell of a lot stiffer than the yellow banana. I don't find casting this as good as the yellow banana or the other rod I'll bring out. So I stopped using it. You can see how thick that butt section is. It's bloody horrible to try and load up. And the other thing I've really struggled with is the reel seat. I mean, maybe I won't use this. I won't even unscrew now. Damn. Yeah, if you're in the market for a rod, I wouldn't recommend the Daiwa Surf, to be quite honest, folks. So you can get something to get a better grip on this. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yep. See, that rail seat just sticks. I'm going to try and refurbing it, but I'm not messing about with this tonight. I've already wasted enough time driving up and down trying to find somewhere to fish. Daiwa D-Wave, £50 rod. And do you know what? I've got cheaper rods that perform better, to be quite honest with you. So we're not going to bother using that. Just put that on there out the back for a minute. What I have got with me is my little Shakespeare beater, which is like a 9-foot spinning rod. But I want to get up and fishing as quickly as possible, so I'm going to chuck this out. That reel's probably overkill for it. See, my intention was, and the reason I brought the diver was I wanted to fish a rock mark today. So I thought the diver would just have a little bit more grunt than the Lineaf yellow banana, if I needed to lift out of a snag. But now I'm on a beach, so we'll put this little Shakespeare rod out. And the reel I've got is the Okuma Revenger Pro. Don't buy this reel. The reason I say that, it performs alright, but I don't know if you can see it on the handle there. It's all sort of corroded and the chrome's coming away. So it just hasn't really coped well with the rigours of saltwater fishing. Whoops, hit the camera. So yeah, don't buy the reel either. It works alright, and you could probably get a replacement reel handle, but you know, you're paying money for this stuff. You want it to actually last. And I bought the Okuma reel because I've got an Okuma surf reel, which I'll show you in a bit. And I like that reel. It performs really well. Right. So, rod and reel. I'll thread that through. Like so. No, we're not. We're going to drop it like a douchebag. Let's say it's not my day. Not my day. I'm trying to do this without my head torch on, so you guys have got the light on me. Because it's that time of year where you got to do the night filming, and it's a pain in the arse. Which is why half the videos I've done recently have been crap. I need to delete them. Anyway, get this up. This is confidently. I'll have to put my torch on, folks. So yeah, the little Shakespeare rod actually performs alright. As I say, I was going to do a rock mark, so I was going to have the diver out with a flapper rig on. Because it's got the grunt to lift out of a snag if I need it to. And then I was going to use this for a bit of spinning or a bit of float fishing. I'm looking for a particular, there you go. So the rig I'm using is a pre-made rig from Dronix Pro. I won a bunch of them. I got an award from the Angling Club, the North Coast Specimen Hunters, don't you know? Yeah, I won a prize at the annual prize giving, so I was chuffed with that. So I got a nice trophy and a load of rigs and weights and stuff, which is always handy. I can get this off here. There we go. Just tangle around everything instead. Right. I'm not putting big weights on this, folks. I'm not casting far, so I'm not even. There's no leader on it. But quite honestly, I'm just tying straight on. Right. One rod, catching on everything. Need to wait for that. And then some bait. Bait wise, loads of bait, frozen bait, but loads of bait. I'll give it heavy for that rod. I normally make my own rigs, but I've used a couple of these rigs already. They're alright. They're alright. Right, what should we use for bait? I think I'm going to put sand eel on. What this needs to do frost still. These ones will work. Just want to get out and fishing just while the water's in. Don't want to be wasting any time. Reckon, not bad size, that sand eels them actually. I reckon half one of those each. Top and tail it. So that's all the size I'm going to use. There's only like size 1 hooks or so. There's my bait elastic. There it is. One hook done. Feet are getting wet. Good job I got my boots on. Two hooks done. I don't often show sail videos because it can be a bit boring, but sometimes people want to know what your ritual is. I like to get something in the water as quick as I can. This wasn't my first choice of venue, but this is where we're at. We'll see how it goes. First fishing trip, 2024. Northern Ireland, Antrim Coast, yeah! Let's get this out and we can get the big rod set up. Well, that went well, didn't it? Just lost a foot on a rig on what? God's sake. Braid just completely snapped on me. I don't know why. Bail arm was off. I'll have to watch that back, see what happens. Getting toasty though. Damn it. Right. Gonna be like that then, is it? This is not a pre-made one. This is one of my own. Fucking annoyed me. Everything's going to annoy me today. Need a lead again. Will do. More Sandy Hill. Tell you what, if this is a sign of things to come tonight, might as well go home. Check that brake last because it's nearly run out. I'll have to change it soon. Think you're getting wet again. Good job I've got my willies on. Put my finger on something. God. Why do I do this to myself on a Saturday night? A bit on drinking. Getting shouted at by the wife for drinking. And who doesn't enjoy a bit of that? I think I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten today. So what's the bet on first fish being a flatty or a whiting? Who wants to take that bet? You have 10 seconds to make a decision. Do, 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 do. Let's go. See how that goes. Wonder if I can catch that rigger lost. No idea where that went. Right, well, we'll leave that. Let's get a bell. I like the bells. Which means while I'm setting up, I can hear if anything goes. That's why I like the bells. Hoping it's not too weedy. There we go, lovely. You can see that down there. Well, you can see the rod. Oh yeah, just about. Right. Need to put these floats on, sorry folks. Yeah, much smaller than I thought it was going to be. Let's drop that there. Let's put the diver rod back. Even got a cheap, nasty rod rest for the Shakespeare. Okay. So the other rod tonight is the Bocelli Starliner. So this is my most recent rod. I have to say, I love it. Highly recommend. 3-piece. Custom weight, where is it? 100 to 300, 4.5 metre, 3-section, great rod. Pretty rod. Casts well. There it is. Lovely. Lovely blue colour. And we'll be pairing this with my favourite reel. I'll get it down a minute. The Akuma Surf 8K. I've had this probably 3-4 years now, and yeah, fantastic reel. Oh, you see that with the tap there? I hope it was a tap. Yeah, that's a tap. That's a tap. Something on there, folks. Something on there already. Let's bring this down so you can see what's happening. Try that again. There was definitely a little rattle. It seems to have gone. I've been bait stripped. It feels very light now. The swine. Teasing swine. Little rattle, I don't think that's it. Yeah, there's something on it, that's a little something. Really just testing the reel. It doesn't feel heavy. Yeah, maybe not. Alright then. Get it back up there. Okay, that should be good enough. Good enough, right. Get this other rod set up. And this one I'm going to go with a pulley rig, probably 4 hooks. We'll whack it out as far as I can. Maybe whole squid. Oh, that's me. That was definitely me. So let's get the rig out for that. I can turn this box on the right way. Biscuits in there. Need to have my coffee in a minute. Gotta get for a brew. Right. A pulley rig. It's got a rocky bottom on it already, ready for, as I said, wanted a rock mark. Didn't happen. It's got a couple of glow beads, so we'll shut the UV down on that. And then yep, and these are detachable hook links. So I can pre-bait if required, but I'll probably not unless it's getting a bit hectic. Inside? No, nothing. Do let me know if you see anything, folks. Doesn't seem rough enough to need a gripper lead tonight, so I shan't put one on. Some dirty squid. Not dirty like your mum, just dirty as in, you know what I mean. It's a lot of squid actually. Quite a big one. Do I want all that squid? No, I don't. I'm going to cut that in half. I'm just going to use some of the hood. Stab out a few times, let any juices through. And then I've got some of this Red Predator holy mackerel oil. I'm honestly not sure how good it is. I don't know whether it performs well or not. It's hard to sell that it's making a difference to the fishing if you don't know what. You know, if the fishing was good or bad before you started, then would you adequately say something is making a difference? I don't think you can. Keep watching that rod, folks. Let me know if you see it twinkle. I'll bind this on tight. And we'll try a bit of that mackerel oil, shall we? So it's a pulley rig with a pennel. I'd love to tell you which hooks I'm using, but I haven't got a bloody clue. I'm not a tackle tart like that. I'm not interested in naming all the brands and whatnot. I can tell you if anybody's interested. If you think my choice of hook is going to make a difference to your fishing, let me sort this out and then I'll check the tackle box. Just the packet will be in there. So I've bound that up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this mackerel on. I'm going to squeeze it down there. No idea if it'll make a difference or not, but I've got it there, so let's hope it doesn't splatter everything when I cast out. The rig. Need the pulley rig, stupid boy. I did have to. I'll tidy up in a minute. Shouting at me, worse than my wife. There we go. Right. That clip's on there. You're going to clip on there. You're going to clip on there. I could probably do with a bigger weight actually. Go. That's unclipped already. Sod's law. To the moon! Well, we'll see. Right, okay. So I'll get a tip light on that. Yeah, we'll get a tip light on that. I'm going to turn you off, have a coffee, tidy up. And I'll see you in a bit. Cheers, folks. So it could just be bait stripped by whiting. I said the water's very muddy. There we go. Was a little whiting on it. It's taking that quite deep. Down there. Set the wires. Maybe I should keep him for bait. I'm just taking that through the gills actually. Right. Unfortunately, folks, this little guy's taking it too deep, so I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to have to deal with this fishy. Nobody likes to see that, so see you in a bit. A little rattle on the flat rig there, folks. Bring you down and see if it shows again. Just a little whiting, I think. answer. Get it in. Still nothing on the big rig. That's been out about 20 minutes or so. I tell you what, actually. Remember when this has got cheap braid on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. You see how it's stripping the pot? So if you're going to buy braid, don't buy cheap stuff. Because what I might have to do is change your reel now. The last thing you want is your line given away. I've got the reel I was going to use on die where it's a bit oversized for this, but I actually feel like he's there now. He's there, there's a tiny one. But yeah, right. I'm going to have to change that reel anyway. I don't like the look of that braid. No, nothing. Right, okay. I'll turn you off. I'm going to change that reel because, yeah, that's not what you want to see on the braid, is it? That bit looks alright, but it could be just because it's wet. No, not taking any chances. Right, I'm going to completely rebait that, change the reel over, and by which point every time you change that, because that's been in 15-20 minutes now. See you in a Oh, there's a fish out there somewhere just laughing at me. Probably not even biting the hooks, it's probably just swimming into the lines. Knows those fishermen are out here. He sits there, gives it a flick with its tail. And it was literally just a... Wouldn't have even got tight and run to the rod. Had me again. Oh. Suppose I'm going to have to bring it in, check the baits, rebait, send it out. Eat, sleep, repeat. I can't believe we've not even had doggy nibbles on the mackerel fillet on the big rod. Right, well, turn these off then. You unlucky sods. You're a bunch of jinxers. Fine. See you in a bit. Here you go, folks, back again. So literally just rebaited that throat flapper, back over strips again, send it back out, and you can see how quickly the whiting are on it there. The challenge is actually hooking into them because they are quite small. It's hard to bloody move some way out as well. They're just pecking at a bit, really. They're that small, they're not big enough to actually take the whole bait, and at least I don't think they are. Yep, something on this time. Hey! Fish on the camera, fish on the camera! Well, it could be line, it's like a 10-foot spinning rod with a 3 or 4 ounce weight on this one. It's not, there's definitely a fish on this one, we can feel it. Probably nothing the size, but ta-da! Oop. Oh, actually 2. And there's me going to get myself all tangled up, doesn't matter. So, 2 white in there. Nothing of size. Get them unhooked. Get them back in the water. And that was on mackerel strip. So first one hooked nicely in the lower jaw. And away! Bigger one, because he's bigger. He'll be right a little bit longer out of the water. And he is through the bottom jaw as well. There we go, it's off. One last look. Right, get on the camera. Let's say nothing of size. Get my way. Yep, he went back nicely. Right. So, really shouldn't have bunched the fish up like that because we've just tangled me rig up. That's it, what we saw. Right. So that's off. I'll take that off there. Put the weight on there so we don't lose it. And then these little strips of bait. Just pull away. Any more? Watch that big rod, hoping we're going to get a decent bite. Like I say, even a dogfish, that'd be great. Right folks, come with me, tell you what, we'll do some baiting up, shall we? I'll bore you with that. Some more back up here. Yeah. Right. There's that holy mackerel stuff. I've used it once and not bothered with it again. That's how good it is. I mean, it could be good if you use it, let me know. Shit, I've done it again. Tangled myself right up. Don't do what I do, kids. Right, so that's a clip for the weight. So that's the bottom of it. First hook. Centre hook. Last hook, and that's why it's called a 3-hook flapper. Don't need my torch on. Bright enough for you boys there. Right. I've still got some of this frozen black to use. So I'm going to use that up this time, even though fish baits are performing well. And I need to go chuck that stuff out. Because of the size of worms and the size of the hooks, all I'm going to do is cut that in half. Like so. And then, because it's frozen black, I don't want to just thread it on the hook, so I'm going in, looping, going in, basically stitching it onto the hook. Hopefully that'll stop the whiting just pulling it all off as well. Don't worry, I will tidy up before I leave. Looks a bit messy, but and just pull that over the hook, the eye of the hook's right. So that's one done. Do another with the second bit of worm. So same again, just stitching it on. Work your way down. This one's actually getting a bit thinner, so I'm just going to tack it on the end there and pull it up. That'll do for that one. And then the last one needs a bit of sand eel. So top and tail it through the gills so you get that nice juicy bit. Get some scent and water. And what I'm going to do is in and then thread that around the hook, pull it up over the eye, and then if you want, just to keep it on, get your bait elastic and strap it around a couple of times and go around the bottom of the hook there, like that. That should help stop it slipping down. And then make sure you come up, so you're going to cover around the eye of the hook, because obviously that bait elastic is going to tighten down. And that's that. That's the 3-up flapper baited up. So, I'll turn these off. I'm going to get this back in the water. See you in a bit. Back once again with the fishing disaster. Alright, so as you can see, we've got another fish. I think. I've just brought the 3-up flapper in. Still there? Yeah, I reckon he's still there, don't you? Alright, see if we can get another white in then. Yeah, something on. Well, the bottom of low tide and the fishing's improved from what we had earlier. We've got just the one. That's a better size one. Oh, coaly. Nice size coaly there, folks. Yep, coaly. And he has taken a sand eel. What have you done with that? Right. Gonna have to get the pliers. I'm running. Never put them. Fishy, 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 help there, fishy. There we go. There's coaly. Yeah, not massive, but you know, let's get you back, pal. One way. There he goes. Happy days. So whiting and coaly. Right. What's his baits like? The bait's okay on that actually. I'm going to reuse them. First, I'm going to send the big rod. I've just rebaited that. I want to get that out. And hopefully, if the coaly are coming in, we'll get some things hunting the coaly and the whiting. Okay, let's cut down. Sorry if I'm blinding you. That felt good. I'm a little bit worried after that other reel and the issues with the braid. It just made me think maybe I need to check all the reels and maybe change the braid on all of them. And maybe go back tomorrow. I don't mind the braid. I like the braid. I do. Obviously it's got its own issues. I think I've had every single one of them. Come on fish, take that big bait. That's peeler crab and mackerel that time. Try and get some interest in that. Right. Bait's alright in that. Wasn't out that long. I'm going to resend it as is. Save me a little bit of time. Here we go. Come on, big rod. Here's a big fish. What I'd really like is for one of these rods to pick up a cod. Because we are running a little bit of a cod hunt at the minute. I've not had a single one. But yeah, first fishing trip of 2024. What are we on now? 3 or 4 whiting and coaly. And turn that away, I don't want it in the water. Spooking the fish. Look at me. Yeah, so we've had coaly so far. Let it go again. It's that far now, the time's gone out that far. Look how far I'm going back up to base camp. I don't want to move base camp. Yeah, so coaly, 3 or 4 whiting, not a blank, that's the main thing. Not a blank. Oh, it's good to be out. Oh shoot, dropped the power bank. Oh, it's alright, everything's still connected. Everything's still charging. Yeah, base camp's a bit messy. I don't know if I'll be in the frame or out the frame. I'll probably be sitting too low or too high. Need to get rid of some of that junk. Lift his up a bit. Right in my eyes. Could do with the coffee actually. I need to do a bit of a tidy up. We're on 11:15. Might stay till about 12. See what bait I can use up and get rid of. Some of it's bought today, some of it's older, so use the older stuff up first. There's a wash. It's a good job I've got them bells on, because if I'm lucky I'll be able to hear it from up here. It's miles away, mate. Might be a couple of other people fishing on the beach further on down there. Have a vape. Have a vape. Relax for a minute. Not that the fishing's been non-stop, it hasn't, but there's been nibbles and bites. And it's not been a blank. I am quite hungry though. All I've had is toast this morning, and then a sausage roll about 6 o'clock. Oh, well, I've seen something go. My eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, looks like a couple of other people further down the beach. I'll put the lantern on actually so I can see where I'm trying to come back to every time. Oh. Struggle at the minute is getting fresh bait, ragworm and lugworm. I think a lot of this stuff is either farmed or people on the digging. Who wants to dig in this weather? I thought worms wouldn't eat this type of weather. Isn't this period of time when you should be leaving them alone? I don't know. My eyes are playing tricks, mate. Right, I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to go down and see what's happening with these rods. Later. Alright folks, last cast. What the last... Oh Jesus, I've just put that out. Putting the last baits out. And a truly monstrous bait on the pulley rig. Just to use up some of that frozen stuff. And the other one was getting little rattles there. It's nearly as heavy as a lead. Little rattles on it. Nothing breaking little though. See this big one first. I don't know, fish these days just not trying to get hooked. As far as I can, it is a big bait. There's like 2 old peeler crab on there. A squid head I found at the bottom of the bag. And a couple of sand hills just help keep everything straight, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's going to be last cast. So a big bait to get plenty of scent in the water, and it should last a good 20 minutes or so. What the hell is that? Bit of wire, isn't it? Clean up after yourselves, people. Right. So yeah, last cast. Little taps off that flapper rig again. Yeah, it's what, 10 past 11 now, so last bait's in the water. Give them half an hour, get tidied up there, and reel it in and head home. And don't shout at me too much because I should get in for about 12:30 or so. Make myself a sandwich because I'm starving. If there's something on there, it's tiny. Every time, as soon as you pick it up, they sense you. I don't think there's anything there. Yeah, so the flopper rig had put sand deal and the loss of the frozen blacks. I mean, it's not been the best of nights. Nothing super to write home about, but two species, we've caught something, we've not blanked. It's something anyway, innit? Would be nice to get something a bit different, maybe haddock or a pouting. A better bite, but again, I'm not committing to it. I'll just pull on the worm. What a night for it. Showing the tides on the ebb. Where should we go next, folks? I'm going to try and upload a bit more regularly in 2024. At least, I don't know, once a month, maybe twice if I can help it. The problem's not so much fishing, it's because I've been getting out and fishing, it's just making content worthwhile, making sure you've packed all the electricals and everything to make sure everything's charged, and more a pain in the bum than you realise. And then of course finding a decent mark. Because you're carrying that much kit, you want somewhere where you've got room to get it up and easy accessible, because you don't want to be traipsing it for miles. So if you've got any suggestions on where to try next, let me know in the comments, if you've made it this far. And if you're watching the channel, please like and subscribe, it does actually help. See if we can make it a little bit more successful in 2024.